So, as you guys know, I'm a family man. So, other than having a bunch of kids who you can hear in the background, I did something else crazy. I bought something off of Wish. And I bought this helmet off of Wish. And so, I want to just do a quick review on this helmet. Now, this helmet I got at the time for 34 euros. You can find some versions that are similar to it for like 12 euros as of late, all of a sudden. But generally, the price has increased. And let me tell you something, it is totally not worth it. In general, it does its job. It's quite sturdy, you know, half decent overhead construction. The jaw protection has some half decent construction. Overall, the helmet itself is okay. What is disappointing about the helmet starts to become apparent when you actually want to use it. Now here we have actually, a Visor, so that you can have like, a big head or a small head like me. You got a big head, and this here, as you can see, you can use this to like, put it on a big setting, put the helmet on, and then screw this tight in order to make it snug on your head, make it fit snug on your head. This knob is almost next to useless. When you pull it tight and you put it on your head, all you have to do is like turn your head, you see, and this thing, just a little bit of pressure, and it slips out. So you can just tighten this on your head, but the moment you have the helmet on and you look left or right, you use your neck muscle. Your neck muscle is enough to make this thing pop open and change the snugness of it. And I haven't tried to take it apart just yet and see what it takes to make this thing work properly. Really, as a brand new helmet, I shouldn't have to, start tinkering with it to see what I can do. So I'm thinking along the lines of maybe super gluing it in place. I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea because it'll make it difficult to get it on and off because it'll be quite snug. Because when I have it on, it actually does fit snug. Which brings us to the next part. We're going to cover the negatives first, and then we're going to go over the positives. Which comes with next is the chin straps. Now, I don't care what you do. The chin straps refuse to stay attached to the other side. These things slip out here. It's got this nice little rubber band thing here, all this. I've tried to put it in there, double loop it inside there, whatever, this, that, the other. This thing just flies off. So basically when you're riding, you're just riding with the chin straps, blowing in the wind. I'm literally thinking about just taking them out. And then because you can't really tighten this and have it stay tightened, the helmet then becomes loose. So it would normally be a snug fit, but because this neither closes properly and the chin strap refuses to stay together where it's supposed to, you have an issue where the helmet is on your head, but it's not really on your head. Now, as for the helmet itself, the chin guard, it detaches. So inside of here, you could push like a flathead screwdriver inside here to remove it, or inside here, you could press. There's a little button you see right there. You can press that and then pull the chin guard off on both sides. It is quite difficult to get off and on, but that shouldn't be a problem because you actually don't want it to pop off easily, especially in the event of a crash. The sun visor is not adjustable in terms of its tension. I've turned this. Oh, actually, that one works. The other side doesn't. Weird. So, you can change your angle of your sun visor according to how you need it, but it doesn't really tighten down or anything, to where it's like stays in its place. That's not a problem because, in the wind, it doesn't blow up anyway. I did 60 kilometers an hour today wearing this helmet. And as you can see, it's dirty and whatnot from taking it on and off on the trail. And yeah, which brings us into the positives and a partial negative. The positive is this thing works pretty well. it like causes a, what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? Is a buffer the right word? To where the wind doesn't blow directly in your face and you can breathe properly on downhills. Wind does, I'm going to call it Stau, like in German, you know, Stau, like traffic. It jams up inside the helmet, you know, so some goggles are probably due. I'll probably be looking at some goggles here in a bit. Not sure what I'll look for. I just want to do something a little different. Everybody does Oakley, everybody does this, everybody does, and then everybody's doing all these reviews of these weird things. So I'm going to just do something different. That's the positive of it, you know. Like I said, it does fit comfortably, other than, you know, this thing right here, like I said, you know, but it does feel snug and it does feel good on your head. There are no scraping and scratching parts inside. The inside is well padded. It's removable, so it can be washed. One of the semi-negatives, and this is very seasonal. It's a semi-negative, semi-positive, is the airflow, despite all the holes, is quite limited. So when I was in the forest today and I was riding uphill, I was sweating like an animal. I mean, it was horrible. But on the downhills, when I was really cruising, the wind flow wasn't that great, which was great because it's fall in Germany. And so I'm riding in like 2 and 3 degrees Celsius weather out there. It's really cold. So my head stayed nice and warm. I had no hat on inside of here. It was just the helmet and then my skull, you know, just my head. And, yeah, my head stayed nice and toasty, even on the downhills. So that was a real positive. I was wearing a heated vest, you know, and I only turned on the front because the heated vest has a front and a back. I could do a review over that too. It doesn't, I usually use it for work, but for riding it was perfect today. So when I was going downhill and I was blazing down the hills and that cold air was, you know, blowing on my chest, I had the heated, the heated vest on full up front. So, you know, my head and my trunk, the body was, well protected. All in all, the craftsmanship is good, but I still wouldn't recommend it because what's most critical is keeping this thing on your head, and every single part that's designed to help keep this on your head has failed. And at this price, it's just, you know, 34 euros. It's better to just go ahead and spend like 30, 40 euros extra, something like 70 euros, and get something that's really nice, because then you can actually get like, you know, a name brand helmet that's full faced also, and those are going for about 70, 80 euros. I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to order a 12 euro one that looks just like this, but it's slightly different because my wife needs a helmet too. I'm going to test that out also. And yeah, so I'll continue to use this. I'm going to come up with some for the chin straps here. I usually ride without a helmet anyway. You know, I'm just a, you know, dangerous type of guy like that. So you know, having one in general, just sitting on my head, is better than not at all. You know, because like I said, I prefer to ride without one. But, you know, I'll go ahead and wear one because I want to get back in the swing of mountain biking along with my combat sports. And, you know, I really like my high speed technical downhills. So you should protect your noggin. Anyway, if you see this online, the Carable, strange name, I wouldn't recommend it, guys. Just go ahead and spend extra and get something else. And I'll probably end up doing that anyway. But I want to give it a fair shot. But I think today's ride was enough. Like I said, it's just the most critical elements failed immediately. First day. So, yeah. If you see this, guys, don't get it. And I'll let you know how the next test goes. All right, guys. Hopefully you can hear me. Right at the start, had one of the issues with the chin strap. Chin strap came all disconnected, like plastic pieces just coming off, not broken, but just disconnected, you know, and making the helmet real loose. I tightened it in the back, but something as much as looking around caused that little knob thing I was talking about earlier to just pop open. So the helmet is just basically on. The chin strap, you see, it's just hanging here. Look, there it goes. Just useless. This side doesn't hold to this side. So I'm basically just wearing a helmet, like I said before. So I have to jerry rig something because it's just cheap. So I'm gonna have to retract my positive opinion of this helmet so far. Right now, I would say don't order. You know, it's just, what is this? It's pretty secure, but I think the moment you get like some sort of really hard impact to get it off, the impact would have to come from underneath. Otherwise it should be fine. Nonetheless, it doesn't really feel secure. It's not going to blow off or anything. It's on there nice and snug, but it's just not on here how it's supposed to be. So one of the problems with this helmet is drinking. So I guess it's fine that this let me get some lighting. There's black people in lighting. I guess it's fine that the whatchamacallit, the helmet straps turn out to be crap. Makes it easier for me to get the helmet off, get a drink.